Ah!
T.Wash.
Yeah, Mr. Terry Washington, now we got somebody taking, helping out.
Woo! There we go.
Yeah, go ahead. Mr. T. Washington on bass, accompanied by who you got over there? Homeboy Holmes.
My mentor, man. That's my other mentor. That's my other mentor right there, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Terry Washington, another Detroit bass player. And we got. Is that what you go by, T.Wash?
T.Wash, man. And man, my name done changed every year. I get a new name.
T-Bone, T.Wash, Terry.
When I was playing with me and Roundtree, I was Shaft.
Oh, jeez.
I started playing at the Key Club. I was T-Bone.
Oh, man.
And,
ladies and gentlemen, Mr. T.Wash on the left-handed bass.
If it ain't coming from the left, it ain't right. There you go.
And you forgot we got the muscle in here tonight.
And ladies and gentlemen, accompanying us on Mr. T.Wash's interview are some more Detroit bass players like Terry himself. We got in the house, we got Mr. Dave
Nichols.
Every time I say David Allen, I want to put Greer on it.
I wish I had his money.
But it's David Allen Nichols. Also with us is ex-professional football player and bass extraordinaire with this crazy bass that I'm looking at, Mr. Larry Lee.
Yes.
And then we also got over here the Mr. Pro here on the 6th string. Woo, that bass sounds good, man. And what's your name again? I forgot.
Homeboy Holmes.
I can't remember that for some reason. Also in the house, assisting us on this interview is Mr.
Leon, bassman,
Bassman Powell.
And we got Mr. Darryl Lee.
How you doing?
Leon the muscle.
And
muscle right there. Mine went down.
Mine's up front too. I got tired. I'm tired.
Man was never there.
And all these bass players, we hanging out at the bass house, the Detroit bass players bass house at Mr. Reggie Canty's house. What's up, Reggie?
Everything.
Thanks for having us there. We about to do this interview with Mr. T. Washington, or T.Wash. I got a couple of questions, man. First of all, why you pick up the bass, man? You left-handed. Why you pick up the bass?
Well, actually,
when?
How I picked up the bass, I think I was like about 18. I was playing for a church called Pulling the Grounds Troop, but I wasn't playing bass then. I was playing drums. I was strictly on drums. Drums got stolen out of church.
Oh, man.
At that age, I couldn't buy no more. They wasn't going to try to buy me none, you know. I was too young to get a lawyer. I ain't had no money. So I ended up like about 2 months later picking up a bass. And started playing. Actually, I was fooling around with bass when I was 12, but I wasn't like serious about it. Because my mother and my father played. Mother and father played.
Play what?
Played bass. My mother played bass.
Really?
My father played guitar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they used to play down at the Sheraton back in the day when I was little. On Washington, the old building, before it became what it is now.
Yeah. Okay.
They used to play blues, strictly blues. And in my house where we lived on Tillman, I was on the west side in the hood around Breckenridge and where Stevie Wonder. You know, that's me and homeboy Holmes hood in Kansas City. And they used to be bands, all kind of people coming in our living room, and we had a huge house. They had a jam session every week. I should sit behind a wood burner stove and watch everybody passing, man.
So who some of the cats come through?
Man, you had people like you had Stevie Wonder be there. You be having people like some of the Temptations, all kind of cats. Nathan Watts, all them people from that neighborhood.
Came through the crib.
Just coming around through there, and they would jam, man. But I didn't know nothing about them then, so I was just watching them like, okay, you know, these cats is a jam. I didn't know nothing about who was who. I was just too young then. You know, all I was thinking about was that bass.
Right.
So long story short, mother, when they went to work, I wasn't allowed up in that front room. But, man, something was driving me up there, man. I went up there one day, they came home, saw me, beat the stew out of me, man. And that Friday they came home, I was back up there again. They looked at me and just said, forget it. They let me stay up there Saturday. They took me downtown to Grinnell's on Woodward right there. Bought me my first bass and my first little amp. They put it up in the front room with the big dog stuff.
And was it a left-handed bass?
It was, no, it was right-hand bass actually, because I was flipping them upside down. So they just, you know, it was hard to find a left-hand bass counter back then. So when I got older, like now, I had all my basses I had was right-handed. I sold every last one of them, even my Ken Smith that I didn't want to sell, because I got tired of
all the knobs and stuff,
changing the tones. So I sold them all. Got all left hands.
Dig. That is amazing. Now, and I'm looking at this left-handed bass.
Yeah.
Now they make two types of left-handed basses. One where if we talking 5-string, one where the B string is on the top for left-handers, or the B string is on the bottom for left-handers. Look like you playing the B on the bottom.
Well, I never seen nothing left-handed with B's on the bottom. This actually, I had this bass changed around. Actually, me and my friend Mike Harrington.
Mike Harrington's name has come up so much. You know, I was supposed to do an interview with Mike Harrington tomorrow, but he got to leave town, and I think this bass is a Mike Harrington invention. This bass is a Mike Harrington invention. And some of the other cats that we've been doing interviews, Detroit bass players, has let Mike Harrington put his hands on their basses and build them.
Yeah, we just bought. So what I did, we just bought the parts offline, just the wood part. And Mike Harrington put them together for me, and we put some preamp stuff in here, but I didn't like it. So this guy named Darryl gave me some Langport pickups. I got Langport pickups put in here, Fender Jazz Deluxe, and I ain't gonna tell the rest because everybody know my secret.
Right. And I'm looking at your headstock here. I don't see a name on the headstock.
It's a T.Wash bass. T.Wash bass, man.
Right. Nobody.
18-volt battery. And it does what it does. And Carl did a little work on it for me. He do my. That's why the action's so low. It's so low.
I played and feel real good, man.
Yeah.
Except for I'm a right-handed and those knobs is in the way. So.
Right, man.
But it feels good. Let me ask you, when did you start playing with other people and stuff like that?
Well, when actually I had this band when I really started playing. My first real band was Paid in Full, and we rehearsed. We never had gigs. When we rehearsed, we finally started getting gigs. And actually, by the way, that's how I met Homeboy Holmes. Our first big gig, we were at the State Theater, which is now the Fillmore. Our first gig, we opened up for Marion Meadows, which Homeboy Holmes was playing for. And
Marion Meadows?
Yeah, Marion Meadows. And we opened up for him, so we hit the stage. We was hitting hard. Them cats came from out of the back. Like they had baby, that was out there, man. We was stepping choreography, everything. We was killing them, man. We had 2 keyboard players, guitar player. We had Jack on keys from Al Hudson One Way, which is another group I played for, and still do every now and then. Martin on keys, Terry Bruner was on guitar, Teresa Marbury, which is Buster Marbury, was Buster Marbury's wife, she was one of the vocalists, Greg Palmer, this girl named Alicia Jacobs, we had a guy named Tony that was on drums, Dennis on percussion. We had an Earth, Wind and Fire band basically. Yeah. And we were hitting, man. That was my first big band I started playing with. And after that, I ended up playing for everybody and their parents.
Right. I looked at your list of people you played with, man, and like everybody else in here, that list is long, man.
Yeah, it's very long, man. It's a years of experience and knowledge. Every group I went to, from the like Larry Lee, you know, the high-end corporate stuff that he do, you know, the bands I play with, you know, Simone Vitale, you know, I played with Kimmy Horn. Man, if I start, I can just go on forever.
Right, exactly, a whole bunch of them. So
Dave Miles Milestone, which I fill in for Carl. Homeboy Holmes again.
Right, so if people, you know, that's seeing this for the first time, where can they find you and go check out, you know, your resume and go look at T. Washington on bass?
They can go on my. I got 3 sites. You know, I still got my MySpace.
Know who the money man is?
I still got my MySpace too.
My Facebook, and I also got a site called Left Bass Entertainment. It's also a rental, so I also do rentals too. I rent out rigs, drum sets, sound system, projection units, you know, all that stuff.
And what's that called again?
Left Bass Entertainment.
Left Bass Entertainment. And they can catch you Facebook.com/
Facebook.com/ Terry Washington and MySpace.com/.
I ain't mad at MySpace. I still like MySpace for musicians. Well, as a left-hander, I'm interested to know who's some of your favorite bass players from beginner to now.
Well, from beginning, I really back then didn't listen to too many bass players. I just was playing stuff off ear, like the radio. You know, I didn't know the names of anybody back then. Anything, my ear was more good to me than even reading. So as I got older, you know, I listened to some Stanley Clarke. But when I really started playing, like years ago when Wayman Tisdale first came out, I started listening to that cat ever since, man.
You big Wayman Tisdale fan?
Yep. And then when I was started really playing, I was all over the bass. This guy said, "Dude, you can get some gigs, but you're not gonna get no gigs because your money is at the top of that neck." You know, he said, "You can't make no money down here." He said, "Man, I want you to go see this bass player down in Floods named Carl Holmes."
Homeboy.
Again, once again.
He sent me down there once again. You know, that's one reason why I asked Carl, because this cat here is a monster. But that's why I had him to come, because when I started going down and listening to him, that's when I really know what bass playing meant. It's not about soloing all down at the end of the neck. It's about it being at the top. This is where your money is, at the top of the neck.
Playing in the pocket.
Playing in the pocket, man.
Just sitting there.
So now I broke myself from all that, running down to the end of the bass, and just started I lay a pocket in so tight, boy.
Good.
Welcome to the club.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
You know, one of the funny things, me and you were talking once about, I've come to see you play several times at these jam sessions. Like, they want to catch you, they can catch you every Sunday at the Locker Room jamming, and probably a few more spots. But what impressed me is the fact that somebody come in there in the jam session and say, do you know this? And then there you are, ready to go. I mean, it don't matter what the song is. How in the heck, how are you doing that, man? Educate me, please.
It's, you know, most songs, like some songs I never played before, if you notice, the music that's out now is simple. There's no, it's like a loop.
Right.
You know? So if you playing it, you know, if you hear, or if you hear somebody kick it off, or I tell somebody, man, just call me off the, you know, just call off the notes to me, you know. Like if I'm playing next to a keyboard player and they'll call off the notes to me, if I'm playing with somebody like Gerard or Alice or Parnell on Sundays, you know, they call it off to me. I'll lock it right in.
And you never playing it before.
Never playing it before.
But you can just fall right in there.
It's just simple stuff. But most of the songs that I play now is like when you play with so many bands, that's like a repertoire song. You know, and you might not have ever played them in a while, but it'll come back to you.
It'll come right up under your finger?
Right up under you, man. Right up under you. Just, you know, and sometimes when I don't know a song, if you ever see me playing, if I don't know a song, I close my eyes.
And let the fingers do the walking.
I know the song. I just close my, I got a habit. I don't know what it is that make me do that, but I'll close my eyes. Yeah, I'll close my eyes.
Feel is fun. Feel is fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's one of my favorite things about you, man. Is just sitting there and they like call off any song. You like, okay, no problem.
That's a skill. Most people can't take their eyes. A lot of people can't take their eye off the bass, but you'd be able to do that. That means it's a perceptual skill that's getting you. You're sharpening up when you close your eyes. You're shutting off that one, you know, that one sense. So you can be sharper conceptually with a tune that you're not familiar with.
That's right.
If you're a listener of music too, you know, you might not
we made it. We didn't have, Motown wasn't a record company, it was a hit factory.
Yeah, but I mean, like for Terry to have that ability, obviously he listens to a lot of music, so you might not have ever played the bass line, but you know the bass, you know what the bass line is doing, and you just kind of feel it till you get it by listening to a lot of music, just listening, you know. That's true.
Dig. So, what you got planned, man? What's in the horizons for you? I know you be playing all over the place, professionally, doing other things.
For me right now, I done built my own little studio. I got at home. Actually, I done started working on my own CD.
Okay.
It's like a Wayman Tenzel thing, like,
Yeah, me too. Same idea.
Get some of the cats in, on it and I already laid down. I'm just trying to figure out which way. I ain't trying to rush it, because when you rush this stuff, everybody trying to drop a CD out real quick, and some of it don't be like 100, And I just want to make sure it's 100. And make sure you get to the right place, because I'm only doing it once. If it work, I'll still do it. If it don't, nothing beats a failure but a try.
Exactly. Anybody else working on a solo CD here?
I'm not working on a solo. I'm working on one with my band.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day, band. Yep. Well, I have a CD.
You got a CD?
Well, show them the CD there, Larry.
Good plug.
Right. There's my this is my newest CD with Danny D and the Vagabonds. Original music and with a lot of good rock stars on there.
Where we gonna find it at?
You can find it through CD Baby. You can listen to it from Reverb Nation.
Amazon.
Yeah, probably can get to Amazon. Some of the guys on there. He's got some of the people I have on there is like Alto Reed, Jimmy Bones from Kid Rock, Alto Reed from Bob Seger Silver Bullet Band, Sean Murphy, background vocalist for the Silver Bullet Band. I have Johnny Bassett playing guitar on one of these. I play bass on most of this, and we also have Paul Warren, who is Rod Stewart's guitar player. Also and we have Hush doing a little rap on one of the songs.
Dig. Well, man, why you ain't say that on your interview, man?
Well, because this is my first interview and I'm nervous. Truth be told.
All right, so I'm gonna be looking forward to hearing that CD and everything, man. Anybody got any questions for this pro bassist right here that's been all on the world and stuff? Have you been around the world or just?
Oh yeah, I've been doing a lot. I did a lot of traveling with One Way.
Yeah. What about your keyboard experience?
I also play. I play boards, and I'm also key bass. I play a lot of key bass on it. Like
with Al Hudson and One Way.
I'm strictly key bass. I might play bass on maybe 3 songs. When I play with them. I play maybe 3 songs on bass. Everything else is key bass.
Do you play piano left-handed too, or? No, I'm just playing with you.
But it's I get it. I open up for a lot. I've opened up for so many people, man. With One Way, we open up for Alice Bouillon. We didn't open up for Whispers. I didn't play with them. We didn't open up for Midnight Star. You know, all these groups, man. You know, the old Casey and JoJo. You know what I'm saying? All these cats we've opened up for. You know.
So I take it you enjoy playing that bass, huh?
I love playing. My bass is like my stress reliever. It's a stress reliever to me.
Yeah, it's for all of us, man. It's for me too, man.
You know,
how many years you been playing this thing, man?
Oh man,
if you don't mind me asking.
Hey, no, I don't mind.
Because I've been playing at least 35 years. 71. No, that's 71 that's 40 years. I actually been playing bass for 40 years.
I've been really like seriously playing since I was like 19.
So that's about 10 years.
Count the years I knick-knacked around. Well, because basically, you know, when I was playing, you know, don't want to hold you up, but I got kind of deterred from playing bass because, you know, everybody was funky back then. I couldn't be funky because I couldn't figure out how to thump.
Left-handed.
I was left-handed. So it bothered me so much that I stopped playing for like 2 months. I just put it down till one day I got up. I was living in the neighborhood on Tillman. I sat up by the radio, you know, them old stereos, speakers on the side, 15 inches.
The console.
Turn the radio on,
the furniture.
Listening to songs. So I just started, you know, trying to figure out how to just fool around with the bass and can on till one day I would just sit there. A couple hours I started doing this.
So turn up a little bit. How does it left-handed thump with the strings upside? So how you pulling up? Are you pulling up? You plucking with your thumb?
I'm thumping with this. Don't take that first.
Right. And what you plucking with?
I dig in with my thumb.
That is just so crazy to me, man. Wow.
I dig in with my thumb.
Okay. All right, so folks,
I still can use my thumb.
Right, to thump with. So you got some extra on yours there. You thump and pluck with your thumb, or you can't.
Yeah, I just go both ways with it.
Right.
So I kept on working with it. I kept on working with it till, you know.
Now you got it. It appears you got it.
Now
I met you a few months back when I first moved back to Detroit. Saw you at this place called the Locker Room, and then the next thing I know, I find this page called the Detroit Bass Players, and then I see you on there. Now, how did you get on the Detroit Bass Player page?
Actually, someone sent me a invite, like someone sent me an invite, and that's when I heard about it. And when I got on it, I was like, man. It was like toys at Christmas. All the bass player cats is on there, and you're looking at different basses, and and I realized it was a good thing because actually you see cats on there. You know, if you got basses for sale, you know, somebody want to sell a bass or something, you could get in touch like Larry Lee for instance.
Looking for a 14 cab, and you just happen to have it.
Guess where I found it.
He found just what he was looking for, but he found a little extra in it. See, I put a little extra little snake in it for him. You know? So you know, it's got it. You know,
it's a wonderful sight.
Yeah, and you can go on there. You know, when I saw the pictures the next day of the cats on there when they took the picture in front of Hitsville and carrying on, you know, with he all up in the front, like, you know, in every picture. You know, man, it was an honor. It was an honor to me to do that.
Yeah.
The killing part was, I was like, dang, I'm the only one. I said, man, something wrong with this picture.
You the only left-handed.
Yeah. My bass is facing the opposite way from everybody. My bass face, everybody's bass is going that way. Mine's going this way and carrying on. I said, man, them cats need to get their bases right, man.
I love that picture. You was in that picture that you say you were in there?
I was in there. All of them.
You were in there?
I was.
You were in there? Yeah. I couldn't make it. Were you there?
No, I wasn't. I was at
I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it.
No, I didn't make it.
I didn't make it either, but I bet you we wanted to.
Yeah, me neither. That's a heck of a thing. Man.
Yeah,
man. You know, we making more noise with this organization than we look at this from the inside. Yeah. There's a lot of people from the outside. I had to put stuff on my page from the look. Now they all look at how many hits you get. Start paying attention to how many hits.
I said the same thing. Like I said, all the guys in Dayton, man, they all know they all know the Detroit bass players page, and they saw the picture, and now they're trying to recreate it down there, you know, Dayton bass players and Dayton guitar players and all that stuff.
They don't have the history of the depth that Detroit got.
No, they don't.
Yeah, well, hey, so...
Yeah, but they got the funk.
They got it.
They got the funk.
But if you look at us, we got everything. We got rock guys, we got jazz guys, we got symphonic guys.
Yeah.
You got some funk too.
Oh yeah.
We got funk guys. We got
Funk by way of
guys.
Dayton.
By way of Dayton.
by way of Cincinnati. Bootsy came out of, I think he came out of Cincinnati and came and represented Detroit. Everybody think he from Detroit, but I ain't mad at him. So anybody got something they want to ask this fine gentleman here on the bass guitar before I let him close out with a bass line?
Any advice for young players?
Any advice for young players? I do have some advice for young players. Prime example, I was at Floods one night. Long story short, I was in there with this guy, Darryl on drums. Darryl said, T.Wash, watch this. And this is why they need to watch the older cats, you know, not to say that they're not good. But he said, man, I want to see how long you can hold a pocket. I'm going to play this pocket. He asked the guitar player, was Monteith. He said, play the guitar. Monteith held that same guy. Had the bass players come up, the young cats. Not one of them stayed, like, if they was playing something like this, they couldn't do that. They was like, you know, all this other sort of stuff. They, you know, my advice to them, man, just, if a pocket means a pocket, you know, just laying that foundation, you know, just stay there. You know, if somebody else is soloing, say if a guitar player is soloing, you all down here, or the keyboard player is soloing, you all down here soloing right along with him, just hold that pocket right there.
Have patience.
You know, is that, you know, that's all I see with these cats. I haven't seen one of the young cats that can do it right now.
I thought it was great to be able to go, but you got to be mature enough to know when.
Yeah,
right.
Is it?
Place it.
Yeah. They're great players. They're great players. You know, but you know, just laying that foundation, you know, staying right there. You know, but he said Charlie Wilson make them play for 10, 11 hours. You know, playing the same thing over and over again.
Dig. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we don't want to hold them too long, but ladies and gentlemen, this is one of our Detroit bass players, Mr. T.Wash. T.Wash. Play us out, man. Play us out. Play something for us. Oh, so Marcus Miller, come on now, come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. T.Wash is there. Another Detroit bass player.